Well, Katrina, I have finished signing up for my 14-day trial on RoofSnap. What do I do next?
Yes, good question. So now let's start creating a project.
Okay, so I want to create a project, and I do see this giant blue button down here in the bottom right-hand corner.
Anytime you see that, that's your go button.
That's my
your
go
action.
button. Well, and if you're ever on a page and you're not sure what the next thing to do is, keep on the lookout for these little orange question marks. Because if I click on that, it's going to tell me that I have a little tutorial that I can run that will help me get through to the next step.
Wonderful.
So if I wait for that slide to come out, I can actually start that tutorial, and it's going to tell us to create a project.
Wonderful.
There's a little video in here. I'm not going to play that right now because, well, you're watching us. But it will tell me to come down here and click on this little blue plus button, which is going to give me the option to create a project, and this is when I want to draw it myself. So we always say DIY, do it yourself, but that could also mean draw it yourself. Or I could order a sketch. Now we have a service, a turnkey, where our in-house technicians will create that measurement for you and upload it right into your account. You can access that right here. And of course there is a fee for ordering a sketch from us through our Sketcho service. Let's go ahead and create a project, Katrina.
Sounds good.
Here it's going to ask us for some information, and I do believe we have an address. So I'm going to make a test project here.
And select the Office of Materials there.
Yes, we have multiple offices in this sample account, so I want to make sure to put it in the right one.
Good.
And this customer's name is Joe. And Katrina, what's that address?
So that's 1371 Darken Drive, D-A-R-C-A-N-N, and that's Upper Arlington. Oh, the old spell check.
Arlington. And that's here in Ohio. Yeah. 43220,
yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
All right, now we can add phone number information, and we can add additional details as well. You can see that there's all the billing information and even insurance details if you want to get very specific here in RoofSnap. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Create button. And now it takes us into our project. At this point, notice that you don't have an image up here on the left. That's an instant notification there that you do not have a sketch or an image yet of the roof. Mm-hmm. There is, of course, the little delete button over here on the right as well. So if you have created the project and maybe you'd messed up some address information or something, you can delete this project and start over if you need to.
Gotcha.
There are many different tabs on the screen, so if we click into Details, here is where we can modify information within the project.
Okay.
If I jump back, I can modify measurements. Of course, I haven't created any measurements yet. I can generate documents, but again, you still have to sketch the roof before you bother with generating any documents. Estimates, same thing. 3D view or beta down here in the bottom right. Well, this is going to show you a 3D graphic of the roof once you've completed sketching it.
Wonderful.
And then the notes field. So if you have any specific notes that you want to add, general notes about the property, any contract notes, any information about delivering the material, installation notes as well, and even a pre-start checklist can all be modified from the notes screen here.
Wonderful.
Notice this little breadcrumb along the top. I'm going to navigate back, staying in the project. I don't want to go all the way back out to my projects list.
Okay.
But that breadcrumb is very useful to kind of navigate in and out of projects.
Yeah, for sure.
The Images button down here, of course, will allow you to upload and download any images that relate to the project, or just manage your images for that project. When you're ready to get started, go ahead and click on the sketch screen.